And we're back. Alright, let's get into it. We need to get into Fuller's office. And I don't know where that is.
Please. My chest.
His perfusion of a semi-physiological solution doesn't seem to work. He's undergoing a ventricular fibrillation.
Oh my god, come on. Alright, there we go.
Nurse? Deborah, come and help me, please. His potassium level is too high. Replace it with 2% glucose solution with insulin, calcium, and sodium bicarbonate.
I'll tend to it right away.
Thank you. He's in your hands.
You need help? You good? You're good. Okay.
Hay fever. What's he doing here?
I mean, I would definitely go in for hay fever.
The whaling station. What's wrong with me?
What are you talking about?
Doctor, that you?
Close.
Yes, it's Dr. Colden. Tell me what happened.
It's the old whaling station. See?
What about it?
The one that hides the smuggling business.
Oh no, not them. They don't go on that side of the island. Everyone in his place. The captain on one side, Cat on the other.
What's the captain up to?
Well, I've been to the whaling station, I have.
What's at the whaling station?
Nothing at all. The floor was all rotten and I fell straight through.
Is that why you're here?
That's how you broke your back.
Perhaps. No idea. Passed out.
Well, I would hope that you would pass out once you broke your back.
He broke his back in an accident down by the docks.
I wouldn't want to be awake for that. What do we got?
She recently came back from the surgical block. She's stable.
Nice.
Given her file, a nephrectomy would have been inevitable. But Fuller was able to save her kidney.
Not so nice.
What is the boiler room key doing here?
The
key to the boiler room.
Can I take it?
Not where I expected to find it.
Alright. Let's remember that that's there, apparently.
Intoxication from breathing organic vapors.
Excuse me.
Another insomniac. I should find the cause for such a widespread trouble.
An elder god.
Dr. Colden, here you are at last. This patient was again brought up to the psychiatric wing. We've been following the treatment you prescribed, but the dysgeusia persists and he's lost a great deal of weight. We haven't been able to move him. The stress makes him hyperallergic.
Sir, I am going to examine you. Do you understand? Inject him with a dose of pentobarbital, intramuscular, so that I can conduct the clinical examination. He bit his lips so much, they're still bleeding. White froth, evidently because of such drooling. His binds left bloody wounds.
So, doctor, what should we do with this patient?
Those basement brutes tied him up too tight, and now he's hurt.
I keep trying to heal his wounds, but he reopens them.
Do you have a diploma as a nurse?
Excuse me?
So take care of this man.
Okay. Why can we go in the kitchen?
Patients and hospital personnel eat the same food.
Good to know, I guess.
Watch out for the water, Doctor.
No, you're pulling my leg. I'm not joking. I saw the schedule. She's alone in the back.
Medicine and Secret Sciences. This very interesting book, aimed at a wide public, just demonstrates how non-recognized sciences have influenced modern medicine. Magnetism, grandmother secrets, Chinese acupuncture, hypnosis, herbal medicine, alchemy, and many others have contributed, to a certain extent, to the enrichment of medicine at the beginning of the century.
Bathroom again. And she still says nothing to that old witch, Donovan?
Oh, listen to the way you talk, you naughty girl. And the answer is no.
The answers must be hidden in Fuller's office.
That silly goose lets herself in the problem.
Okay, we made a big circle.
We won't have to clean for a while.
Just wait and see the next time around.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up. And I'm the one who pays. What a
It's
pest.
temperamental, if I
It's
understand
so
correctly.
unfair.
Elizabeth? You all right? Why is this room in such a state?
Because, as always, I'm cleaning it by myself. And the water was once again shut off this morning. I had to bother Mrs. Donovan again, giving her a new excuse to belittle me.
Do you really need Mrs. Donovan to open a valve? Why not ask the janitor?
I can't make these decisions without her approval. Imagine if there were a leak. Anyhow, the boiler room is locked half the time. So every time the water gets shut off, I have to go and endure her reproach until she's settled the problem.
I see. Courage, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Doctor.
I guess that's just what you say to people. Courage. Alright, we know how to get into the boiler room. I'm not sure why we would want to go in the boiler room, though. The Reference Book of Medical Sciences. Like a dictionary, this work references in alphabetical order all of the medical sciences known and practiced in the modern world. For each of the entries, the major works and the names of the reference authorities are listed. We're not getting any medical advancement for that, are we?
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
Right.
Wait a minute. Where do you think you're going? Dr. Colden.
Mrs. Donovan.
Nobody goes into Dr. Fuller's office. But rest assured, I'll tell him you came by.
That won't be necessary. Thank you.
I will tell him, nonetheless.
If you insist. Alright, let's go cut off the water.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag.
The key that we couldn't pick up earlier.
The key to the boiler room. All I have to do is shut off the water and hope Donovan takes the bait.
Everybody says it. She's a witch, an old hag. I didn't make this up.
Where did the pipes go? Pharmacy. Boiler room.
I can't shut this with my bare hands. I need a tool.
Find a tool. Administration. Thomas Fuller. Is there a janitor's office?
In theory, this is where we hang the key to the boiler room.
We already have the key. We need a tool, remember? Reception.
Dr. Colden, we need you at once in Dormitory B.
What is the problem?
Mr. Evans seems to be having trouble with his IV.
I've done an exam. Deborah is looking after him.
And the family of Mrs. Harding is asking to see her medical file.
I'll never understand why it's so hard to see patients' files around here.
That is a problem.
Rules are rules. See, with Dr. Fuller, he's in charge. Anyhow, they're still waiting, and I don't think they'll leave until they get what they want.
Okay.
Understood. Anything else?
As a matter of fact, yes. A man has been brought up from the basement.
I saw him, yes. It's always the same thing. They bring them up, without any explanation, with a multitude of self-inflicted injuries. We take care of the wounds, and then they leave. Each time, I feel like I'm sending them back to hell.
Their affliction is not our responsibility. You cannot save everybody, Doctor.
This man, Edward Pierce, his file is incomplete. What did Fuller do to him?
Edward Pierce. Storage room. Is there a tool in here? Apparently there is. Monkey wrench. Alright. Are you the family?
Where did my fiancé go? I
You're
hope
not
those
family.
nutcases will stop burdening her
I don't
with
get
work.
why they have us waiting so long. Almost no patients here.
It's a quiet little town. Days go by, steady as ever. I wanted more for myself, but...
What's up?
Ethan,
Marie,
what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my medication, of course.
Sleeping pills?
Why?
Tell me your symptoms.
I have headaches. And I can't sleep.
Do you
Yeah.
suffer from insomnia?
No. Look, I don't want you to laugh at me.
What's up?
Ethan, if you don't trust me, then who?
I have nightmares. They keep me awake every night.
Yep.
It seems stupid, I know, but they're terrible.
You and everyone else on the island.
You're not the only one.
No. No one has ever seen the things I see. It's like I'm turning mad.
And yet you're not.
So many people have this affliction. It's like an epidemic.
Do you think it might be related to Fuller's work?
I don't know yet, but I will figure all this out. Everyone in Darkwater is suffering from nightmares.
It's true.
Really?
We don't have any medication left.
Oh, there's no excuse then. I should let you work.
Take care, Ethan.
You too, Marie.
Alright, let's go shut the water off. Are you the family? No, you're not the family. Where is this family?
I feel guilty about Elizabeth, but I need the diversion.
I have little time for you, Doctor. You'll find out that it's not only the doctors who have things to do.
It's temperamental,
We've
if I understand
been
correctly.
through this.
Dr. Colden, might there be a problem with the water?
I was about to mention it. It seems it's been cut off yet again.
I can't take this, Marie. I feel I'm gonna burst.
It's not your fault if we have defective plumbing.
And yet, I'm the one who gets punished because I'm gonna have to square off with that annoying old witch. Courage, Elizabeth. Here we go. And hold your tongue this time.
At last. The missing files must be hidden here.
Close the door so we don't get caught. No windows, no windows. Perfect.
Something is wrong with these masts. It's some sort of puzzle.
I've
unlocked something.
Okay.
Patient files. I was right.
Sarah Hawkins' interview. This cylinder was hidden inside Fuller's office. He recorded his thoughts about one of the many psychoanalysis sessions he submitted Sarah Hawkins to. Alright, we're only taking that one? Okay.
Conclusions. Session number 17. Patient? Sarah Hawkins. The patient appears to have finally accepted the...
This finger belonged to a woman. Why keep it here?
Gross.
It goes without saying that these peculiar delusions are the price of...
Why is Ethan on medication? Why does Dr. Fuller write psychological reports about Sarah Hawkins?
Why wouldn't he?
I presumed that her blood was the key. But I found nothing to explain Mrs. Hawkins' abilities.
You want to say some more?
The poor souls downstairs are not Fuller's only subjects.
Then James came. Irate that Charles was keeping secrets from him. I presume that he will try to break into the basement sooner or later.
What's in the basement?
I am prepared.
Hawkins, Fitzroy, and Fuller. What is the connection between these three?
It is fortunate that I had the presence of mind to set the morgue in the basement.
For the bodies?
The Hawkins incident finally comes to an end, I will dispose of her belongings.
Why do you have her belongings?
In the meantime, they must remain hidden in plain sight.
Is that Sarah's finger on the bookshelf? Do you have Sarah's finger on the bookshelf?
Of course. Sarah Hawkins is the connection.
A partly burned shoe. It seems like it belonged to Sarah Hawkins.
I must go back to the basement.
Okay, we can't access Pierce. Sanders' residence. The Sanders house, all in shades of red and gold, is impressive, but nothing matches the private gallery of Francis Sanders. This place is huge and entirely dedicated to his passion for troubling and macabre works. Defaced figures of virgins, sacrificial daggers, statues of monsters, and the painting that led him to his demise takes center stage. The Shambler, a painting by Sarah Hawkins, a close friend of the couple. What happened in this room? I'll never be able to forget it. The Nameless Bookstore. I've never seen such a collection of works on magic and occultism. Algernon Drake, the owner, prides himself on being a luminary in the study of esoteric phenomena. The library was ransacked during an attempted burglary. It holds numerous rare or forbidden works. Its back room houses a safe protected by an ancient symbol. We read that. Dagger of the Ancients. This exceptional dagger of Ottoman origin probably dates from the 16th century. It bears... Is that right? Yeah, 16th century. It bears the elder sign on its hilt. It apparently belonged to Pargili Ibrahim Pasha, Grand Vizier of the court of Suleiman the Magnificent. Legend tells that Pargali used the symbol on the dagger to protect the court from a creature that haunted the mirrors of the palace. What is certain is that Suleiman had his vizier executed. Did he fear him after the demonstration of power? Extract from Art and Mysticism, Francis Sanders' Forgotten Objects. Painting of the Shambler. The painting was exposed in Francis Sanders' gallery, but I think that the creature no longer requires it for movement. It went to hunt down Sanders in the cellars of the Riverside Institute. I do not know where it comes from, but one thing is for sure. It's starving. Did I succeed in sending it back to its world? Not sure. The Hound. Do not make the mistake of taking the jewel for an inanimate object. The soul of the powerful sorcerer, devourer of the bodies of the Lang cult, a sect from Central Asia, lies in this jade amulet. His very characteristic form, a massive hunting dog, represents the transformation of the sorcerer into a man-eating ghoul. Whoever unearths the amulet and wears it around his neck is at risk of the sorcerer's wrath. The latter will return, in the shape of a formidable hunter, to track and dismember all defilers. Extract taken from the Malleus Bestiarum. If the evidence garnered in the Hawkins drawing room raises questions as to what became of the parents' bodies, the discoveries of Colden in the office of Fuller reinforce his conviction. Sarah Hawkins was moved from the crime scene by none other than Dr. Fuller. Even more significant, the director of the Riverside Institute obviously had a strong obsession with the artist. The content of the cylinders recorded by the doctor proves his interest in the young painter. Summaries of psychoanalysis sessions, as well as blood tests confirming the fact. In one of the cylinders, Fuller clearly states that he has hidden the body and the personal effects of one of his patients. Oh. Is there more? Oh, we read that. We read these. Alright, I think that's all. There is so much in this game. Where is the psychiatric wing? Storage. Exit. Are you the family?
Gentlemen, may I help you?
We're waiting on news regarding our mother, Maureen Harding. She came in with a kidney problem, but we haven't heard anything since.
I've tended to her, and I have good news. Her blood analysis is reassuring. Her kidneys are as new.
Are you talking about the same person? This is miraculous.
She's still recovering, but you may speak to her upon her awakening.
Oh, thank you so much, Doctor. We'll wait for her to wake up. We've been here since this morning, so it won't make a difference.
Cool. Storage, block A, pharmacy. Is this where I need to go? Yes. Hi there.
Ah, now that's the Marie that I know. I knew I could count on your scientific curiosity. It's time to show you what you were so eager to discover.
If you're gonna shoot me, at least have the decency to look me in the eyes.
Algernon?
Turn around.
Algernon.
Slowly. Talk, filthy thief! Oh, I swear I'll shoot!
Take a minute to look around. Everything points to Charles Hawkins.
He's dead!
No. He was here for a very specific item.
Oh, no.
The book. Why was it in the safe?
Have you read it?
Answer the question.
How foolish of you. Now you won't be able to escape his will.
Whose will?
What did it show you?
She went into Fuller's office. She was looking for Sarah Hawkins' corpse.
Sarah Hawkins, you say? Let's go back to the start, shall we? Whose life did the Necronomicon choose to show you?
Dr. Colden. She was at the Riverside Institute. She's in danger. I have to go.
Wait. No one knows the occult better than me.
Right.
You might need my help.
All right. All right. I might need you after all.
Perfect. Let's meet later at the Hawkins mansion. Now go. Rescue the doctor.
You got it.
Thank you, Drake.
The book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. I'm getting pretty good at predicting when that's going to happen.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
What do we got? 7. Let's get spot hidden to 100. Not sure what else we need. We're definitely not getting psychology up. We could always do eloquence. Is it just shaken? We already saw that one. Algernon Drake. Algernon Drake was the owner of the Nameless Bookstore and a friend of Sarah Hawkins. It would seem that the two of them were united in a common thirst for knowledge about the occult. He has a strange collection of parchments and books of spells, and he seems to know a lot about the island's clandestine activities. If I decide to explore the occult trail, he will be an excellent guide. Through the eyes of Dr. Colden, I finally visited the Riverside Institute. The operating rooms and dormitories surround the pharmacy. Everything here has an air of respectability. Do the nurses really know, like Dr. Colden, what's going on in the cellars? What is sure is that the staff fear Fuller. It is perhaps this fear that prevents them questioning the validity of a medical center on this size on such a small island. When they will have consumed the stellar flesh and survived the transformation, closer than ever to their new master, they will enter his sleep of death and will only awaken to answer his call. They will be called the Awakened. Extract taken from the Necronomicon. Penglui, Imboga, Nafa, Cthulhu, Relea, Waga, Nagal, Atagan. Extract taken from the Necronomicon. If I remember correctly, that's in the dead city of Relea, Cthulhu lays dreaming, but I could be wrong. Something in that, idea. Something in that vein. That's what I was going for. Elder Sign. Men discovered a protective symbol so powerful that it could remove them from the gaze of creatures of the myth. They carved it into their jewels, painted it on the doors of their houses, and embroidered it on the clothing of their children. Later, they understood that it could even exercise its power on the doors of the sunken city. The words that follow are not really mine. They were communicated to me in my dreams and trances by the greatest minds in the cosmos. I take advantage of these moments of lucidity that grow even shorter. To write down these few scraps from the immense knowledge that they send crashing against my broken mind, night after night. I can only leave these crumbs of knowledge to the world in the hope that reading them will guide me, but I already fear that unholy words will stain the soul of whoever dares open this cursed collection. Because, just like prisoners whose confessions were written on their own skins, I shall protect my heritage beyond the ages. The call cannot be made without a guide. The guide does not have to see or hear. He is fully committed to the cause of the great old one that he serves. He will find the oracle. He will pursue the truth seeker. He will neither reveal nor explain. He will observe. And, when the stars align and the day of awakening arrives, he will take his place and lead the call. Alright, I think that we're in the office. Glad that I can just walk in here, apparently.
My God, what is happening to me?
Oh. That doesn't do anything.
What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
We appear to have gone backwards. What am I doing? Am I being chased, or... I don't understand what's happening.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
Uomo Delinquente. The pseudo-scientific work by Cesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. The seriousness of the study and the accuracy of the demonstrations can deceive an uninformed reader. Do we need to go back and forth between the lanterns? Is that what we're doing? Now that I've opened that door, can I just go through? There we go. Okay.
Where have I seen this symbol?
Awaken and free me.
All right. Not there. There's not another lamp over here, is there? Where's the lamp? Not that way. Can't go that way. Well, I thought I knew what I was doing. So I need to figure out how to go that way. There's something in the vents. Can't go that way. Something over there. It doesn't appear that I can get over there. Can't go that way.
It has trapped you.
I'm sorry for anybody that I am flashbanging with these transitions. Go there, goes this way. I think I need the other lantern now. Can't do anything there. Can't get in there. There's the Shambler. Where's the path that I'm following?
You are confronting powers that surpass you.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. Unlike some people, I read books. Looking at you, Ryan Johnson. That's a really uncomfortable noise. Where am I going? How far do I have to follow? Okay. I don't think that was a scripted death. I think I just ran out of oil. So I guess I better run through this section? Is it in here? I don't think it's in here. Right. It was back here, wasn't it? No? I'm a little bit lost. Okay, open that. That brings us back into the office. Is there anything else over here that we need? Yes. The reference book of medical sciences. We read that already. Alright, let's go back and get the other lantern, I guess. This way. Ah! Fuck. It got me. There we go. This is where I just was. Where am I going now? Is that all of it?
Looks like things are back to normal.
Okay, cool. Nice. I don't remember that section at all. With video games like this, a lot of the time I'll have like vague memories and like, oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. I don't remember that section at all. Is this an infinite hallway?
What's going on? It never ends.
Yeah. I have a light. I don't.
Damnation. That's me.
It is indeed.
I gotta get out.
Pierce. Pierce, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a bloober team mechanic, it's fine.
Pierce, I found her. I finally know what's going on.
What's going
You
on?
must live and find the truth.
Okay, tell me what's going
It is
on.
already too late for me.
Just tell me what's going on.
Holden? What's going on?
You're wasting precious moments. Just tell me what's going on.
Please take a seat and be quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
I think you're going to be dead in a moment.
Whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now. No, it can't be. No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer! This madness must stop! Holden?
Pretty sure the dead woman just stopped us. Yeah, you wanna let us know what's going on in your head there, Pierce?
What in God's name? Sarah. What did they do to you?
Are you actually alive?
Can you speak?
It's a toy. Remember? Remember Simon?
Sarah.
He gave him the gold and I the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Yeah.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's as of the oldest green. Violent living,
Yeah.
vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No.
No?
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
So we can talk cultist to her. We can ask who.
I have seen the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible, terrible consequences.
You say so.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
One more reason to hurry.
Huh?
Have I seen you before?
Yes.
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Yep.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
I'm following you. You walk very slowly. Can I...
What the?
Oh no.
This way. You won't get far. Come out of your hiding hole.
That was a very awkward transition between the,
It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Damn it.
So she stopped before you entered the chase sequence. So I was like, okay, I'll just stop and wait for her. And then I was like, oh, she's not moving. I'll go ahead of her. And then it activated the chase sequence as soon as I moved ahead of her. Very awkward transition. It would be better if she walked ahead and you followed her into the chase sequence. Just my 2 cents.
I'd be better off finding a tool.
Another monkey wrench.
Perfect.
Poker. Okay.
All right. That should do it. Let's move.
Dr. Fuller or Algernon? Oh.
I'm your puppet no more, you bastard!
You're my wife. My wife. You owe me obedience.
You are an asshole.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
I'm going to.
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you?
Ow.
No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck? All you did for her
safety was throwing her in this rat hole.
I hid her well enough.
You let Fuller play with her.
Stop. I did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her.
What?
Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine. Would you still save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am?
Yes.
She's weak, physically and mentally.
Do not make the mistake of thinking she's a feeble woman. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
Then we get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Don't!
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Ooh. Good job, Sarah. Oh. Well then. Chapter 9, Hawkins Mansion. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins, alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed that the man, under his monstrous appearance, tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce, if Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition. Summon an ancient evil and an evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her.
No parent should have to bury their child, knowing it's me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
Yeah, get out of there.
You're not going anywhere. You are mine.
Good shot.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
Or Simon. What's up? Couple more character points. We're at 5. I think we start going for eloquence now. Still shaken. While Pierce's sanity is growing dangerously weaker, his increased sensitivity to the occult opens new ways for him. On rare occasions, he is now able to unearth hidden truths when he speaks to the inhabitants of the island. As with everything connected with the myth, using it comes at a cost. Pierce and Sarah Hawkins confronted the monster that Charles Hawkins had turned into. The man retained nothing human. Tentacles replaced one of his arms. His face bore the signs of an unfinished mutation. He was endowed with superhuman strength. He was on the point of strangling Pierce when Sarah Hawkins drove a poker into his throat. Pierce finished him with an axe. This fight to the death left Pierce physically and mentally scarred. Is the death of Colton a hallucination, or is it the sole flash of truth in the slow descent into madness that Edward Pierce's mind is undergoing? The detective gained entry to the Riverside Institute in order to help the doctor. Immediately attacked by the Shambler, he fled through a transmuted hospital whose architecture respected no physical laws. His wandering led him to an operating room where his confrontation with Fuller came to an end when Colton's corpse rose up to attack Pierce. The detective thinks that he's got a grip on him. The detective thinks that he's got a grip on himself, but he now knows that death and madness lie in his path. His sanity was severely affected by this new ordeal. We already read that. Marie Colden, deceased. I arrived too late to free Colden from the clutches of Fuller. Just before I found her body in the hands of the doctor, she had come to see me, to give me a last message. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I believe that her words are full of truth. I found Sarah Hawkins alive, prisoner of the Riverside Institute. Charles Hawkins and Dr. Fuller seem to have connived to hide her from the world. She seems to be very affected by the tragedies that have struck her family, but I detect a fighting spirit in this woman that I would better not underestimate. She's a survivor. Fire poker found in Riverside Institute's boiler room.
Mr. Pierce. We were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
We invited him.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
You've been friends for a long time, hiding each other's secrets.
I trust him.
What are you planning to do?
I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
Kill the Elder God?
No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
Okay, the creature being sent back to its dimension and killing an Elder God are two different things.
You've recovered from yesterday's condition. That must mean you can fight it. We must find something that will stop you from relapsing.
Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Charles Hawkins tried one last time to challenge the wishes of Sarah Hawkins, and he is dead. This time there is no coming back. Although I condemn the actions of this man, in a certain way I understand his motives, he was ready to do anything to protect his wife. His abandonment of the cult allowed us to flee the Riverside Institute, and to learn more about the threat that was weighing upon the mind of Sarah Hawkins. Come on. Wasn't the study upstairs? Oh, they cleaned up the stairs. That's convenient.
Was Sarah Hawkins telling the truth? What kind of ritual was she preparing? Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here? Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon. How did she survive her encounter with the Shambler? How did she react? Was she afraid? Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife.
In Sarah Hawkins' office, a circle decorated with unknown symbols, surrounded by partly consumed candles, bear witness to the artist's occult activities. In the middle of tangible proof, an upturned easel, broken bolt, mark left on the floor by the beast. New residual images arrived to disturb the reconstruction. The Necronomicon appeared on the floor, probably because Sarah Hawkins sought the knowledge required to carry out her rite within its passages. It was, no doubt, a rite of revocation, because the Shambler was present. The mark on the floor does not lie. There is no other creature on the earth capable of making anything like it. Whatever Sarah Hawkins tried to do, it failed, and the state of the room accentuates the words of her dead husband. She must, never again, come near occult forces. Oh, this is the boys' room. I don't think there's anything else in here. Okay. Where was Charles Hawkins' office again? Here's the bedroom. Not this way. Thought it was up here. I guess I'm wrong. Let's go downstairs. Oh, it's over here. We had to go upstairs, and then the guy attacked us, and then we had to come downstairs. That's right.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
Understandable.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Protection amulet.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently. The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me.
The dagger of the ancients from the 16th century.
I know what he intended to do with it.
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
Yeah, we figured that out.
The thing could come back.
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back. What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe. A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief Charles has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Okay. Sketch of a bust. Is it not that? Okay. Library, maybe? Not that.
How are you, Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce.
Sleeping well?
I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
She's dead, Jim.
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
Dr. Fuller.
I'm not sure what happened, but I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him.
I would highly recommend that.
Pierce? Are you with me?
Fuller has committed too many atrocities. He carried out his experiments on Sarah, on me, and now he has killed Dr. Colden.
He must die.
He will suffer the fate he deserves, I promise you, but we must keep calm. He's not alone. We must identify his accomplices in order to put an end to their schemes.
Exactly.
If you say so. But I'm only interested in Fuller.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
Alright. Back to this bust. Not you. The sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by Charles Hawkins. The sketch must guide me to the artifact concealed by concealed Charles Hawkins. Where have I already seen it? That should be corrected. I know that this game has been out for a few years, but you should probably patch that.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
This amulet is engraved with the Elder Sign. Drake calls it the Key of Relea. He firmly believes that this artifact is of great power. Alright, let's get up our eloquence. There is a secret, a forgotten secret, so old and terrifying, which is only divulged in the blasphemous pages of lost tomes, or whispered during forgotten and outlawed rituals. We are not children of Providence. You know the cruel and awful truth, and you have seen the frightening face of reality. Drake maintains that it can repel the forces of the Great Old Ones and lock the doors to the undersea city of Relea. I see an ugly solid gold medallion engraved with the same symbol that repulsed Charles Hawkins in the Nameless bookstore. It remains to be seen if it can really protect Sarah Hawkins. Extract from the notebook of Edward Pierce, private detective.
It's you again.
Excuse me.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
What's up, Sarah?
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand, I already went too far.
What have you seen?
That was the wrong form of 2 as well.
Yourself that you had to risk so much.
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Pierce! Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
You gonna arrest me?
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
It's a pastime.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
Facts and logic.
You bet I will.
Why was the I lowercase? What happened to the writing towards the end of this game? Do you fire your proofreaders?